Hello my friends, it's episode 35. It's time to start closing out this mission. Or at least I think I'll be able to start closing it out. There's a lot of infantry here begging for death. Damage. $112 that's nothing exciting. Okay. That's as far up as I can move. Any artillery misbehavior will be gratuitously punished. That's my poor E75 that was busy repairing. We won't be doing any more repairing now. Damn. If it was a steamroll, of course, it wouldn't result in any fight back. Got him. Oh, that's the one that's no surrender, isn't it? Or am I in artillery mode? Oh, I'm in artillery mode like an idiot. Alright, well, I'll just go ahead and steamroll this one. Nice! Go ahead and repair that. Let's go ahead and drop this in here. Use that for just protection purposes. It doesn't look like they're repairing those. Having some aircraft to hunt them down with would be very nice. Bye. Okay, you must have no retaliation. Oh, immune to support fire. Guess it does the same thing. Yeah, there's hardly any enemies left. Otherwise they'd be going for me. There's probably aircraft left. Okay. Recon car's got places to be. Oh, that one's camouflaged and has first strike, so I think we prioritize this one. Strikes me as quite risky. I probably want this up here, actually. I think we're clear, because any enemies that were set to attack would have already attacked me by now. So I think the mad rush for the final points is on. Prudent. Resilient even. That's a 50. That's a 15cm gun. We use the old chestnut of artillery protects artillery. Okay, I'm probably a bit overextended on the recon car, but whatever. That will show me if there's any planes left. Wow, he left the objective. The AI does not normally leave objective tiles. It's looking clear. How clear? I don't have quite enough movement to get into the forest or the town. Okay, there's one more. There is actually an airport here, so what I'm doing is very risky without my air force, but whatever. No retaliation and rapid fire. Okay, it's the thunderous return of the enemies that squished purple. Okay. They're in artillery mode. Yeah, I just can't push in there. For our efforts to go out of our way to capture as much territory as possible, we have been rewarded with a small number of Panzer 7 Lions. Is that as far as you expected me to go? Okay. Ooh. You must have no zone of control. That infantry unit is really tough with low profile. It's actually comically hard for them to damage that with AT. Yeah, I am not going to make it, am I? Okay. I've got to get the guy that's breached my rear guard. Obviously. Distraction. Double kill. Yeah, look, here's the rest of it. Can't pen that without more artillery support. Double strike. Let's get rid of the double strike one. Oh, the one that's in the forest is begging for destruction. Can't move, it's been pinned. Okay, that one's pinned. I could just pin the other one. Oh, look at all this aircraft. Sadly, it's not going to rain, is it? Well, they've all got 5 heroes, so they must have all been here since the beginning of the game. This combat group is supposed to be going up there. Okay, he'll probably rush in and I'll probably have to just kill him. And that's fine. I presume that that guy has no support as his special party trick. And that one has no retaliation. Damn. Okay. There is a 15-centimeter gun defending that. Once again, I don't have my air force here to help me defend. But these are definitely takeable. Unfortunately, all of these planes have rebased to here, so they're going to just be on my case next turn. Not that one. Which is worse, leaving myself open to air or open to ground? They're both not good. It looks like none of them can hurt this. Okay, them in the city tile. That stops any ingress on that side. Going here to attack this will attract them into this. Well, that was annoying. Yeah, it's fine. No support. It's an ambush! That is not a unit you want to get ambushed by. Goodbye. What the hell was that? That plane actually bombed me. And I can't even see it now, it's disappeared. I can't even see it in air mode. There it is. Okay, it's camouflaged, that's why. And he has artillery support. This unit cannot move. Shock tactics. Yeah, in the dying moments of this battle, I could definitely get these two. This one just seems out of reach. At least on this difficulty, it seems out of reach. Even if I had kept all my stuff alive. Okay, that takes out the airports here. These are probably still reachable though. Just about. My anti-air has become a little bit fragmented here. So be it. Yes. I think that's everything, isn't it? Oh, he moved. Not expected. These bloody camouflaged planes. Taking a lot of hurt here. And piling on a lot of medals doing it. I need to hit the camouflaged one. And the only way to do that is to drive across it like this. Otherwise he'll come back and kill my artillery. I guess this one has first strike, okay. I will not make it to there in time. There's just no way. You basically need to have defeated the enemy with your air force for this to go through. Okay, there's nothing there. Alright, we're done. Ouch. He's back with full health, or he's a different one, or he's got double move. Damn it, I spent ages repairing that. That's one with no support. First strike. Rapid fire 1.5x with double attack. Man, that's nasty. Oh, there was one there. a mega entrenched recon car. Damn it, none of these guys can actually reach. It's fine, we're done, it's finished. Bloody camouflage planes. What a catastrophe! Did the Soviets know of the plans? How could they have? I followed the strictest protocols. Judging from the decimation of the 6th Panzer Army, I wouldn't blame yourself. It's unthinkable that the Soviets could begin an offensive towards Vienna immediately on the heels of our attack. We must be preparing the massive force we have encountered to advance on Vienna this whole time. What do you do now? I haven't received any new encoded messages. With the majority of Army Group South routed, there is little we can do. We must also withdraw. What about Budapest and Hungarian oil? Did we not stake everything to take them back? I don't know. Any equipment that runs out of fuel we'll just have to abandon, because what I do know is the fate that awaits us. If we stay here in Hungary much longer. And trust me, Frölian Brat, you don't want to know what that is. Historically, Operation Spring Awakening was a failure and a huge disaster for the German Wehrmacht. While the objectives were economically sound, as Germany was in absolute desperate need of any oil and any fuel resources it could get its hands on, the Hungarian oil fields were the last major reserve of fuel available to the remaining Axis powers in Europe. Militarily, it contained very unrealistic objectives. General Oberst Heinz Guderian, one of the founding fathers of Germany's Blitzkrieg and Panzer doctrines, now OKH Chief of Staff, voiced numerous concerns over the plan, which had been in planning as early as January of 1945. Pointed out logistical difficulties of diverting Soviet reinforcements through the Hungarian oil rail network, which at this point was inadequate for the task of transfer so many forces so quickly. This meant that the forces earmarked for Spring Awakening were still in transit during late January and February, and that new offensive operations could only begin in March. Meanwhile, those forces could have been immediately deployed to Poland and East Prussia, where Army Group Center was once again fighting for its life against the Soviet Vistula Oder offensive. The resulting strategic disaster for Army Group Center cost it another 28 divisions lost, as the Red Army pushed the front line to just 40 miles or 70 kilometers from Berlin by late January. So in the end, the inability of the forces involved in Spring Awakening to reach their unrealistic objectives was more than just a local failure. By stripping those forces away from other emergency sectors, Spring Awakening greatly contributed to the overall disintegration of the Wehrmacht across the Eastern Front and only served to accelerate its already rapid decline in early 1945. So, the thing is, what really bugs me about this is, I think that the objectives are actually doable, but the only way to do them is to deploy a huge air force here and hope it doesn't rain. And I just hate that. And you'll note that for the rest of the map, it didn't rain. It only rained on those two turns where it would screw me the hardest. And after that, it didn't bother. Whereas the first time, when I originally thought, oh, you know, the only realistic way, because you have to hold these three, well, maybe not this one. This one's probably reachable. But you have to hold. Purple has to hold these two, because you can't back around on yourself fast enough to take them back. So that means having a big air force here is mandatory. I mean, look at how little they had left. by the end. Apart from the aircraft that were harassing the garbage out of me, they had nothing left. In fact, they only had like 3 or 4 aircraft left. The recons are whatever. I lose recons all the time. But losing the Air Force is bad. So it's just encouraging you to do... So what really bugs me is the actual objectives of the map are to just hold this and hold this. That's it. So you could very easily just do this, get to about here, deploy your Air Force here, sit here on your ass, just play the mission in a really boring way, and win it with almost no losses. But if you want to win it with the objectives, the high command objectives done, then you must deploy a massive air force here. And just noting of what the enemy had left, a very big air force could have actually turned them aside, could have ruined them. You know, an air mission style air force could probably get the job done here. But then you're praying that it doesn't rain on you, which is just horrible. Who knows, maybe I'll revisit this map just to see if it can be done with my settings. I don't know if I should revisit it and do it the lazy way and actually just deploy all my units down here and then sit here. But, I mean, that's hardly entertaining, is it? It's doable, for sure. But a big air force is mandatory, I think, is the answer. Let's end the mission, just to create the save game for the next map. We'll visit the briefing and everything. I just want to double check something on that map as well. I want to know which airports you've got access to at the very beginning. Yeah, we'll do the briefing next time. AT support? That's actually quite a good hero. Okay, I vaguely know this map because I actually recorded some footage on it in the early days of this DLC's development. So of course all my units are back with 1 HP. I do not have any spare mice, but that self-repairs, and I do not have any spare E75s, but that also self-repairs. Although it might be very risky to put it out for self-repair on this mission, that is for sure. Main objective, survive. Elite objective, go back. Okay. Oh, I have a lot less core slots available. Okay, alright. That's it for now. I'm just going to leave it here. I think this mission is actually incredibly easy, if I remember correctly. You just, you don't have to do anything. You could actually just deploy no units and win it. I'm not even joking. And I don't think the go back objective gives you anything. Like, you don't get any commendations or anything. I think you just get some story. So there's there's almost no reason to do the mission. It's a really, really weird and sad thing to say, but I think you can just sit on your hands in this mission and win. Or not deploy anything and win. Well, we'll experiment with that next time. I also want to have a look at something on the old map next time, but that is it for now as we're out of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.